Toledo presents E3 coverage. Hosts Danny Pena, Paris Lilly, and Peter Toledo are direct from the convention center floor.
All right, so we're live at E3 2019. We have a special guest here, and we're going to be talking about Grid. So what's your name and what do you do?
Christopher Smith. I'm the game director for Grid.
Tell us a little bit about the game and what we have here as a E3 demo.
Yeah, so basically the way I look at any game, I'm out of date with my karaoke skills, so I don't know how to hold a mic.
Okay. I'm trying to play and also podcast at the same time, so I'm multitasking. I'm pretty bad with that. Don't try this at home, folks. So how long you guys been working on this, and tell us what type of new things we're going to get to see in the game.
So this project's been in development for 2 years. The basic focus of this game and the reason why it exists... sorry. You probably have a better time if you go...
Oh, there you go.
I'm just handing him the controller.
All right.
The steering wheel is not the most...
Oh, it's not? Okay, it's fine.
So Grid is basically focused around stories. And what we looked at is the market, and a lot of sim-based motorsport games. They're a parade of cars that you overtake slowly, and then you win. And that's cool. That's great. But when I watch motorsport on TV, for me, it's about the characters in the race, the events that happen in the race, the unpredictability of motorsport racing, and not just the first and second place, but what happens third, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth, ninth, all of those areas in a race. And, believe it or not, as a game director, I'm not the best racer in the world.
I always hear that from a lot of people that design racing games too.
Well, the thing is, I've got so many racing experts on my team. They school me all the time, so I'm always mid-pack respectability. So what we did was we designed this game to have stories, and what I mean about stories is essentially we have 400 AIs. Each AI has multiple aspects to its personality, its driving skill, how it brakes going into a corner, how it accelerates coming out of the corner, the line it takes, how aggressive it is at trying to overtake. We have the choreographer, which adds events during the race, so mechanical breakdowns, mistakes by these drivers, human errors, if you will. We also have the teammates, which have loyalty to you, so you can actually hire a teammate who doesn't listen to you, and the engineer says he's turned off his mic. Now, all of these, you're like, why is he spouting all these features at me? Here's the key. If you've got 400 AI, each individually tuned, each with aggression levels and skills, you've got a choreographer allowing them to make mistakes and events to happen. You've got night, day, 92 routes, rain, wet, dry. What you end up with is unpredictable motorsport racing. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to let you play the game, and you'll always come away going, oh, in that race, this great thing happened. Oh, when I came first, but the guy spun out. So what we're trying to do is create stories for motor racing and make it unpredictable. So you don't just have the sim, and on the other end, you've got all these casual games, but they're not motorsport. So what we wanted to do is bring those two communities together and have a game which sort of extends between the more casual and the sim players.
So everybody's going to have their own experience, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. So what else, I noticed there was a lot of events, was that, Can you tell us about that too?
So the three pillars, you've heard the second one, which is stories. We have two other pillars, which is accessibility and choice, and what I call glory, which is the rewards you get. So accessibility and choice, the reason I'm talking about that is the career. In autosport, it forced you to play all of the events to get to the end. Well, you might be a fan of GT, you might not be a fan of GT. There's 104 events on there. Every time you play one event, you unlock two more. You don't have to win, you just have to complete the event to unlock the next one to get to the showdowns. There's 6 showdowns, 6 threads. You only need to win 4 of the showdowns to unlock the Grid World Series. And the point here is you probably only need to finish about 60% of the game to win. But if you're a completist and you want to get first in every race, on the career screen you're going to see icons for winning, for placing second, first. There's going to be an achievement, of course. So if you're a completist and what you want to do is get first in everything, you can do that. If you don't have as much time, or you're maybe not as good, but you still want to have fun, we allow you to do that too.
So I know you said about team multiplayer. How's that?
So multiplayer,
work?
So we've got 2 primary multiplayer modes. Quick match, I'm all about let's just get into the game. We have a lot of fancy menus. They're functionally awesome menus, but you can do quick play, and you can just jump into a multiplayer session. So we have essentially a rotation of tracks.
Okay.
We'll be updating that rotation based on people's likes, dislikes, new tracks coming in on DLC, etc., etc. So if you just want to play, we'll matchmake you into a race. Have at it. If you want to race, you're a very sim person and you want to race with your friends on a particular course, on a particular day, on a particular class, you can do that. If you want to be casual and open up the rules, you can do that too. Everything available in the game, you don't have to unlock it. From the start, you can create any race you want.
Is this based on all real tracks, racetracks, or
so
no?
all the circuits are based. So you got Brands Hatch and 7 others. So there's 7 circuits, 4 cities. Sorry, I'm not remembering. I've just flown over from England. My jet lag is at full force. We have 4 cities, and of course the cities are fictional. So we have some returning and we have some new. The key was to look, when we did Grid, is to look back on what people loved. So we brought back and improved a few of the courses that people love, and then we also had an equal amount of new courses in there.
Now, how many cars?
69.
69.
I know it's not like...
And it's but you could customize and
you got
upgrade all
liveries.
that.
See, the 69 is in most... So you got many different classes, and within each class you got many different classes beyond that. So trying to think, stock, you got muscle car and then 2 other categories. Sorry, my brain is absolutely shot.
It's all good. It's been a long day, folks.
Yeah, so don't worry.
Yeah.
You may have some choices like your NASCAR-esque kind of oval tracks. We only need 1 car choice there.
Okay.
But for things like GT, you'll have 5 or 6, 4 or 5 cars to choose from. And like you said, you can choose your liveries and make them the way you want. What we wanted to do is make sure that we had enough cars in, had enough variety and enough choice and enough gameplay. So again, you can enjoy one or the other.
My last question is, based on your style, how you race, AI, could the AI also notice and memorize like your style, the way you drive, or no?
So they don't.
After a while,
yeah, we don't do any AI learning. But what we do is they are aware enough to understand what you're doing.
At the moment,
So, so for example, though, you talked about how you play. That's actually a key thing on us. Me, and probably a lot of casual people, we tend to go into that corner at the first, use the other car as a braking method, and then essentially cheat by getting through. That's okay in our game. We don't encourage rubbing his racing, but we don't discourage it. But if you hit that car, depending on his personality, he might become a nemesis. Okay. And that's a personality that appears on the track, and that AI is then given a boost, and he wants to take you down. He wants to beat you, and he will get a boost to his skill. He will change his AI behavior to block you now, to take inefficient cornering so that you can't take him over. And he also gets, he will initiate contact with you. You have abused him on the race course, and he's not going to take it anymore. She's not going to take it anymore. So we do have, and rivals appear. So when you finish a race, the person who finished closest behind you, if you finish first, or the person who finished above you becomes a rival. These also lead into racecraft, and you can score double points off these.
Okay.
So if you race like a sim and you don't touch other cars, you'll never see the nemesis because you never annoyed anyone. Trying to keep my language good.
Yeah. It's all
I have
good.
a habit of going into that. So if you race as a sim, you're never going to see nemesis. But if you race like me and you gain an advantage, there's risk reward to that. But if you create a nemesis, you can score double points off them for the racecraft, which will help you progress quickly.
Yeah, that's even better.
There's always that. So in a race, you might create nemesis, you might not. They might crash, they might not. You might have them blocking you, or come across a personality that races contrary to what you do. And that's that surprise of getting behind the wheel in Grid and having fun. And this is the key factor in choice and accessibility. If you're a sim player looking for fun, or a casual player looking for a challenge, we've got you covered. And we want you to have fun because you've paid the money. Set it the way you want to play it, have fun with it, and have a smile on your face, because that's all we want. And by the way, nemesises can be created multiplayer. So me and you, if we have some good races where I might just end up going, look, that guy I'm always a rival with, I'm going to send you a message. We'll be friends and let's play online.
Smack talk too.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
I think if you can make people have fun and connect online, that's really powerful.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the word will go around about the game too. People will buy it because of that too. So that's cool.
And ultimately, we want to have fun. And one thing I'll tell you today, which we haven't announced so far, is split screen is coming.
Oh, so that's cool.
Yeah, so
that's important because a lot of games only will focus on the online and single player.
My 4-year-old daughter is already good.
All right,
I want to race against her split screen couch play. That's coming shortly after launch.
Awesome.
Well, as quickly as we can get it in the right way. That's the main thing. But it's a guarantee that that's coming in.
All right. Well,
just want to add that because people asked for it.
Date.
September. See the announced trailer. It's all up on September 13th.
Cool, man. All right, well, congrats and good luck. Can't wait to check it out, man.
All I hope, forget about the press. As a player, if you play this, I hope you have fun. And if you do, I'll have done my job right, and the team will have done their job.
Cool.
But we're very proud of this, and thanks for your time.
No problem, man. No problem. I'm like sitting here thinking I'm about to drive, and I'm still podcasting. So
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
He's doing. The annoying thing is he's doing particularly well as well.
Yeah.
And I can't do that.
All right, but thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening to Gamertag Radio. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.